some music from Jelly Roll here. Seems like a nice guy. Needs to hit the gym.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mitchell Field for tonight's WCBL regular season game between the visiting Weyburn Beavers and your Swift Current 57s. Here are the umpires for tonight's game. At home plate, Tyler Murphy. At first base, Zeke Fair. And at third base, Ron Shuchak. There's the starting lineup for the visiting Weyburn Beavers, presented by Kurtz KFC. Leading off, the left fielder, number 23, Noah Brooks. Batting second, the first baseman, number 7, Brayden Meancourt. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 12, Ian Hack. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, number 15, Ryan Goffney. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 6, Trevor Dale. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 4, Alex Alba. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 9, Zach Tanavy. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2, Chet McDaniel. And the starting pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers, number 20, Ryan Meyer. And now here is tonight's starting lineup for your Swift Current 57s, presented by Kurtz KFC. Leading off, the left fielder, number 25, Silas Hilton. Batting second, the first baseman, number 32, Gus Kane. Batting third, the third baseman, number 30, Wilbur Henriquez. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 1, Jose Ayala. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 13, Braxton Fail. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 8, Luis Ayala. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 3, Donovan Borg. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 18, Trey Mapes. And tonight's starting pitcher for your Swift Current 57s, number 35, Nkosi Dinner. Fans of Swift Current 57s would like to acknowledge on this National Indigenous Peoples Day that we are gathered on traditional lands referred to as Treaty 4 territory, the original lands of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota nations, and on the homeland of the Métis. Now at this time, we ask that you please stand if you're able to and remove your hats, and let's join Rebrank Kanye Bai. She performs O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh, she's so good at O Canada. You won't find a better anthem singer in the league than Rebrand Kanye by in Swift Current. Not a knock on any other anthemist. We just got the best here. Oh, let's play ball. Got to get the play ball kids.
We're ready to get this game fired up and see what we can get these guys to do. All right? Let's get them going, guys.
All right, I just need to know what the weather conditions are. Nope, we're going to listen to some Sloan first and then the weather conditions. Oh, no weather conditions tonight. All right, well, let me open my weather app and tell you that 16 degrees right now. No real measurable wind to speak of. The lights are already on, and we are ready to go here. The Swift Current 57s taking on the Weyburn Beavers, two teams that occupy the bottom two spots in the standings in the WCBL Eastern Division. Weyburn Beavers 6-12 coming into tonight. The Swift Current 57s 4-15. The 57s 2.5 behind the Weyburn Beavers, and 6 games behind the Moose Jaw Miller Express for that final playoff spot. Both teams are coming in off a win. The 57s with a 15-10 W in Moose Jaw 24 hours ago. The Weyburn Beavers beat Sylvan Lake at Tom Lane Park in Weyburn by a 10-4 score. Getting the start for the Swift Current 57s tonight is Nikosi Ditter. This will be his 5th appearance and 4th start of the year. He's worked 11 1/3 innings. He's allowed 28 hits, 20 earned runs. Nikosi strikes guys out 14 in those 11 1/3 innings. He's walked only 5, 0-2 on the year with a 15.88 earned run average. Nikosi's numbers really hammered by a tough appearance in Moose Jaw, as Nikosi got the start and only worked 1/3 of an inning in that 27-2 loss against the Miller Express. Other than that, Nikosi's been pretty good for the Swift Current 57s. He will be pitching to Louis Ayala, Gus Kane at first, Rydell Adair at second base, Trig Mapes at short, Wilmer Enriquez at third. In the outfield, you got your Silas Hilton, Jose Ayala, and Donovan Borg going left to right. Leading off for the Weyburn Beavers is Noah Brooks, native of Langley, British Columbia, coming into this at bat, hitting .357 on the year. The lights are already on at Mitchell Field. We're a little bit late getting started. First pitch at 7:36, and the field needed a little bit of love. A little bit soggy in the shortstop and second base area. The tarp was deployed. It is an aging tarp with a few mouse holes in it, so field crew having to put in a little bit of overtime to get this game started here, and we're good to go here between the 57s and the Weyburn Beavers. Two teams that will meet again tomorrow in Weyburn. This will be the last home game for a while for the 57s before they embark on an Alberta road swing that will take them to Fort McMurray. They have games against the Energy City Cactus Rats. I'm not entirely sure where those will be played, as the Energy City facility is still under construction. 3-1 the count now. Nikosi Ditter working against Noah Brooks. Nikosi out of Santa Cruz, Aruba, and Brooks fouls that off, and it'll be a full count here. Braden Mayencourt, the veteran, on deck, and we'll also see the native of Antelope, California, Ian Heck, hit in the top of the first here. Full count, Ditter working against the leadoff guy, and he struck him out. Oh, the seductive high chin gets him. Can't spell Nikosi without K, and he puts his first one on the board. As Braden Mayencourt, hitting .294 on the year, will step up to the plate. Mayencourt, a home run, 13 runs batted in, 20 hits and 68 at-bats for that. .294 batting average. Righty pitcher against a lefty hitter. Nikosi, first pitch, a called strike, 0-1 the count, with one down here in the top of the first inning. Saturday night in Swifty. Oh, Nikosi, not sure where that missed. Tyler Murphy working dish tonight as part of the umpiring crew. The legendary Ron Shuchuk working third base tonight. And the mighty Mennonite Zeke Fair patrolling first base. Ball's fouled off.
orange booth tonight.
Oh, Nikosi right around the plate. Not missing by much. 2-2 the count here in front of a vociferous and boisterous crowd at Mitchell Field. Lots happening in Swift Current today. The Windscape Kite Festival is happening on the south end of town. It was our first Swift Current Market Square downtown, which attracts people from far and wide. And the local 15Us, 13Us, and 11Us hosting a minor ball tournament this weekend. There's a base hit in the 5-6 gap as that's singled into left field where Silas Hilton was waiting to scoop that into the glove. So man court is on. And that'll set the table for Ian Heck, another veteran in this Weyburn Beaver lineup. Cam Williams doing a good job of recruiting a solid veteran core here of guys that know the league and everything that's involved. Heck playing in Weyburn last year, and a guy, I think it's his 4th season in Weyburn, Ryan Dauphiny out of Surrey, BC on deck. Nikosi righty on righty trying to paint that outside corner. Just a bit off the plate. You're going to have to bring that in a little bit, Nikosi. 1-0 count. Goes to some breaking stuff. There's a fly ball center field. Jose Ayala is going to have to hurry, and that's going to find some vacant grass in the outfield. Stand-up double for Ian Heck, and the runner stays put at third, only one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
So Heck at second, Mancourt at third, and yeah, that aforementioned veteran and league all-star Ryan Dauphiny will have a turn now. Dauphiny 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Leads these Weyburn Beavers in RBIs, as a good number 4 hitter is wont to do. 1-0 count. A few umpires in the stands thinking that Tyler Murphy's strike zone might be a little tight. Dauphiny jammed on that pitch. 1-1 the count. Oh, foul ball straight back at our broadcast location here. You see me right underneath that nutrient sign there? Got my WCBL lager. Cheers to you. Everyone else rained out in the league tonight, so say hello to all of our partners around the league. Tuning in here as Ryan Dauphiny sprays that into the outfield, and that's going to bring in at least one. They will pump the brakes, one scores, and Weyburn strikes first. As Ryan Dauphiny singles into right.
If he gets out, beer is on sale for the rest of the inning, thanks to Full On Egg.
RBI number 20 on the year for the native of Surrey, BC. Runners on the corners and only but one away here. Trevor Dale out of West Valley City, Utah at the plate. Swings at the seductive high Ched for strike one. Dale's got some pop in his bat. Among the league leaders in home runs. He's got 5 dingers. Putting him in a 5-way tie with other players in the league, including the 57s, Wilmer Enriquez and Swift Current native Ethan Murdoch. That's hit deep. And hit back, and off the scoreboard. 3-run nuke. And there's your league leader in home runs with everybody else with the night off tonight due to copious amounts of precipitation. And Dale makes it rain all over the scoreboard. And with one swing of the bat, really alters the complexion of this contest. It's a 4-0 lead for those industrious Beavers from Weyburn.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Alex Alba.
That'll bring Alex Alva to the plate, native of Littleton, Colorado. Tell you what, Weyburn, they're in the lower half of the league for standings. The wins have not been plentiful, but, you know, this is a team that can hit .273 team batting average. .57's hitting .262 as a unit by comparison. Nkosi Ditter steps off the rubber. Ponders what he might throw Alva here. Two and one. Oh, nice breaking pitch. It's a nice looking slider from Ditter. 2-2 the count now with one away. Things started well for Nkosi Ditter, striking out the leadoff hitter, Noah Brooks. But the 57's unable to record an out since. Full count now with one away. Top of the first. The 3-2. Oh, he deals him the slippery wizard there with a full count. Gutsy pitch to go with the slider in a full count situation. Fouled off. 7-pitch war of attrition here with Alva. Fastball just missing in, and Nkosi thinking to throw a strike. It's similar to having to throw a ball into a Pringle can right about now. Strike zone looking postage stamp sized for the 57 starter as 57's player alum and first-year assistant coach Kenny Jinks, who played the last 3 seasons in Swift Current as a pitcher before joining Rudy Estrella's coaching staff, is out to have a chat with Ditter in the infield. That's the first walk issued by Nkosi.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9, Zach Tanabe.
57's prepping a lefty in their bullpen. Eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I think it's Luke Reeser. Quick pickoff move to first by Nkosi. Runner's safe. It rained steadily this morning from about 5 in the morning until 2:30. Hot shot into the glove of Wilmer Enriquez, and they double him up. Well, a 5-3 double play on the line drive into the glove of Wilmer Enriquez ends the top of the first inning, but not before the Weyburn Beavers do some damage. 4-0, Weyburn leads it heading to the bottom of the first. 57s and Weyburn Beavers, WCBL action on Flow Sports. Silas Hilton set to lead off for the 57s. He'll be going against Ryan Meyer, who gets the start on the bump for the Weyburn Beavers. This will be his 4th appearance and 4th start of the year. 11 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 11 hits, 11 runs, 8 of them earned. And this is another guy who strikes guys out. 15-5 strikeout to walk ratio. Meyer 0-2 on the year with a 6.17 earned run average. Silas Hilton leading off for the 57s, who will bat in front of Gus Kane and Wilmer Enriquez. Hilton upping that batting average to .323. Silas, in his first 6 games this summer, was 2 for 23. And Rudy stuck with him in the leadoff spot. And now a productive leadoff guy hitting a .323 as Meyer tries to go curveball there and just misses up. Ground ball. Full count to Gus Kane. And Gus Kane, oh man, he was ready to walk on that full count, but Tyler Murphy says strike 3. Woo.
Now batting, sponsored by Cedar Rewards, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Enriquez.
Well, Silas Hilton at second base still. After that hot shot to third. Ryan Meyer on the mound for the Weyburn Beavers. For Meyer, his 4th appearance of the year. 4th start, 11 2/3 innings of work, 11 hits, 8 earned runs. He strikes guys out, 15-5 strikeout to walk ratio, 0-2 on the year with a 6.17 earned run average. He's pitching to Robert Gurney, Braden Mayencourt at first, Alex Alva at second, Zach Tanabe at short, Trevor Dale at third. Outfield is Noah Brooks, Chet McDaniel, and Ryan Dauphiny. Fastball just off the plate. Wilmer Enriquez, 5 home runs on the year.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on after 1 inning. It's 4-0 in favor of the Weyburn Beavers over the Weyburn 57s. Never miss a pitch with Flow Baseball. You can watch today's game live along with all Flow Baseball games for the rest of the season. Visit flowbaseball.tv for more information and to sign up today. And you can buy your game tickets for this season online through the link on our website, split57s.ca, or the social media pages, or just scan the QR code on your way home tonight. And don't miss your chance to win big with our 50-50 raffle. Tickets are available online starting at 1 a.m. on game day. And if you're already in the park, of course, you can grab your 50-50 tickets anytime at the merch booth or from our volunteers in the stands. The second inning is brought to you by Crop Aid Nutrition, leading technology in soil and crop health. Leading off for the Weyburn Beavers, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
8-9-1 due up for the Weyburn Beavers in their half of the second inning. 4-0 for the visiting squad from Weyburn. Robert Gurney, Chet McDaniel, and Noah Brooks due up for the visitors. These two teams will meet again tomorrow in Weyburn at Tom Lang Park. Swatted foul down the third base side. Nikosi Ditter gets a long strike out of the deal. The 0-1. Just off the plate. Sometimes righty on righty, lefty on lefty, you get the benefit of the doubt low and away. Not the case tonight. 1-1 now. Nikosi again trying to work that outside corner. He's just not getting it. And again, some nights you get that call. Tyler Murphy, though, pretty stringent tonight. Goes inside and dots the Beavers catcher out of Campbell River, BC.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2, Chet McDaniel.
Big F-bomb coming out of the Beavers dugout. It's a family show, guys. Easy. Oh, ground ball through the 5-6 gap by the number 9 guy, Chet McDaniel. And the native of Lewisburg, Mississippi is on at first, advancing Robert Gurney a station. Runners on at first and second, nobody down, and now top of the order with, no one away. And the 352 hitting Noah Brooks digging in here. So Nikosi Ditter and the 57s in a little bit of trouble here. We'll see if they can get themselves out of a jam. And showing bunt is Brooks. And Enriquez eats it.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Braden Mayencourt.
And Braden Mayencourt to the plate now. Well, Swift in one. Nobody out. Sacks juiced. Top of the order. Leadoff guy is on. Mayencourt hitting number 2 at a 304 rate. Mancourt has 13 runs batted in on the year in 16 games. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. Pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Luis Ayala. Runners stay put. The 1-1. Slider, bit off the chain there, 2-1. Enjoying the Western Canadian Baseball League official Grand Slam Premium Lager. As there's a shot up the middle that will bring in at least one. Yeah, this will, nope, just score one. As Jose Ayala manages to corral that ball, but Mancourt drives in a run. Gurney, after being hit by a pitch, holds Nikosi Ditter, and the 57's accountable for that HBP. And here comes Rudy out of the dugout, and that's going to be the evening for Nikosi Ditter. Luke Reeser deployed by Rudy Estrella. This will be Reeser's 6th appearance of the year, 11 innings of work, 13 hits, 9 earned runs. He struck out 7 and walked 5. 0-2 with a 7.36 earned run average for the lefty. Native of Northfield, Ohio, redshirt freshman out of Purdue University. Ditter, an inning of work, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 1-1, strikeout to walk. Faced 11. So the lefty Reeser out of Purdue coming in. First assignment for Reeser is going to be the 3-hole hitter, Ian Heck. And he will face him with nobody out and the bases loaded. All right. Trying to stop the bleeding here. 3 on, nobody out, 3-hole hitter up, and already a 5-0 lead for the Weyburn Beavers. Luke Reeser brought in to try and slow down this Weyburn squad. Lefty on righty here. Ground ball. Past an outstretched Rydell Adair. 2 are going to come in to score. As the Weyburn Beavers go up, a converted touchdown here with nobody out in the top of the second.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Ryan Doffin.
Called strike to Ryan Dauphiny. One and two to Dauphiny, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI already this game. RBI opportunity with that man in scoring position. That man being Mayencourt. 1-2 pitch. Dauphiny out in front of it, gets a piece of it. Trevor Dale on deck, who has a 3-run home run this game. The 1-2. Called strike 3, catching the inside part of the plate, and it's a strikeout for Luke Reeser.
Now batting the full line Beer batter, the third baseman, number 6, Trevor Dale.
Dale, check swing. Did he go? Negatory says Zeke Fair. First base umpire out of Steinbach, Manitoba, big party town. Ooh, some wild nights in Steinbach, I tell you. 1-0 count. Reeser looking the runner back to second. One 0. Swinging strike from Dale, evening the count out at 1-1 here in the top of the second. Weyburn with a 7-0 lead. 2 on, 1 down. Alex Alva on deck. I think Dale was sitting on fastball there. Out in front of that pitch from Reeser. Time called by Dale as he ponders whether to spin solve or buy a vowel with the count 1-2 here. I'll tell you this much right now, watching Weyburn, time and a half through the batting order. Not sure why they have that 6-12 record. Better than that record indicates. And did that one hit Dale? Yeah, breaking ball came in and hit him in the leg.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Alex Alva.
As Alex Alva comes to the plate, bases loaded now after that situation where Dale was hit by a pitch, and he's still walking it off on the first base side. Stray breaking ball that caught him either at or below the knee. Wilmer Enriquez, the third baseman, with his toes on the infield grass here. Lefty on lefty in the dirt. Good job by Luis Ayala to block it and keep everyone put. Base hit by Alva. Into scores Mayencourt. 8-0 Weyburn.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Zach Tanabe.
As Zach Tanabe Nothing in one, the count. Breaking ball in the dirt. One and one. Bases loaded. Tanabe hits that to right field. Donovan Borg underneath it makes the catch. Runner at third tags up. Throws off the plate. And chugging home to score is Heck. 57s get the second out of the top of the second as Weyburn goes up 9-0. Their fifth run of this second inning. And Robert Gurney, who got this party started by being hit by a pitch and who subsequently scored, will dig in now for his second at bat of this inning. Gurney hitting 154 on the year. Good defensive catcher for the Beavers. Right across the plate for strike one as Chet McDaniel is on deck. The 1-1. Fouled off. It's two of the small market community-owned teams going head-to-head here at Mitchell Field. Weyburn and Swift Current, two cities of similar size. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Ayala. 2-2. Oh, close at third. Trevor Dale at third was dancing around a bit, trying to get into the mind of Luis Ayala, and Ayala throwing a quick throw to third. They almost got him there, but in any event, Deuce is wild now, 2-2. Ground ball, Trig Mapes, and 6-3 on target to first, and that ends things, but the Weyburn Beavers have a productive second. 5 runs on 5 hits. No 57s errors and a couple left on base. 9-0 Weyburn heading to the bottom of 2 here on Flow Sports. Ayala, Adair, Borg due up for the 57s here in the bottom of the second. 6, 7, 8 in Swift Current's batting order. Lewis hits that way up in the air. Mayencourt, the first baseman, is in foul territory on the left side of your screen and makes the catch for out number 1. And now Rydell Adair to the plate, hitting .271 this year. 57s with a 15-10 win in Moose Jaw last night. Rydell with a grand slam nuke in that one. His first of the year in grand fashion. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second. 57's trying to take a bite into this 9-0 Weyburn lead. Ryan Meyer on the mound with some run support. Myers worked an inning and a third, 2 hits, struck out 1, has faced 6. Rydell fouls that ball off. Check swing. 2-2. The 2-2. Adair goes oppo into left. Noah Brooks river dances underneath that ball for the second out of the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Donovan Borg.
Donovan Borg, the number 8 hitter in the lineup out of St. Clair, Michigan. Meyer, right-handed pitcher. First pitch to Borg, right across the plate. 0-1 the count. 2 away here. Meyer working quick. And that's fouled off the paraphernalia of Gurney. Borg, fly ball, foul territory. And Mayencourt read that really well off the bat, had the first baseman zeroes in on that ball in foul territory for out number 3, and nothing doing for the 57s. Top of the third coming up, 9-0 Weyburn. WCBL action on Flow Sports.
The third inning is brought to you by RBC Dominion Securities. Contact one of their team members for all your investment needs. Leading off for the Weyburn Beavers, the center fielder, number 2, Chet McDaniel.
Chet McDaniel, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Leading off for the Beavers, who are going to go 9-1-2 here in the top of the third inning. 9-0 lead for the Weyburn Beavers. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the play-by-play action from Mitchell Field and Swift Current. Happy to have you along for the ride. This is the only game in the WCBL tonight. Everywhere else banged due to copious amounts of rain. We were a little late getting this one started. The field needed a little bit of love at second base and short. Good job by the team to tarp the field and ensure that we could get the game in. It rained rather heavily in Swift Current from about 5 in the morning until 2:30 this afternoon. Ended up being a nice night for a baseball game as Luke Reeser on the mound for the 57s induces a swinging strike from McDaniel. Fastball just off the plate, 2-2 the count. Sun came out from behind a cloud as, that one buzzes Reeser's control tower. As McDaniel line drive up the middle, and the Beavers have another runner on here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 23, Noah Brooks.
That's Weyburn's 11th hit of the ball game. Top of the order now in Noah Brooks. Stepping in after that leadoff single by the number 9 hitter McDaniel. Runner checked at first. Oh, good move. Run down here. Nobody else on base. Yep, they get him. Great move by Reeser. When you're a lefty, you can do that. Kind of keep an eye on the runner. Weyburn's first bench coach. Appealing that maybe that was a balk. And Cam Williams also having a chat with home plate umpire Tyler Murphy about that one. They feel that Reeser was nefarious in that move and outside of the rule book, arguing that it should have been a balk. First base coach for the Beavers really showing up the umpire at this point. Called strike. Ground ball. Hit foul. Two-two pitch. It's in the dirt. And that pitch just a bit outside. That'll be a walk issued to the leadoff hitter, Brooks.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Braden Maincourt.
As Braden Maincourt, number 2 hitter in the batting order, digs in now. Hard hit ball to Rydell Adair. Safe at first. They got the lead runner at second. So a fielder's choice reach for Mayencourt.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 12, Ian Heck.
So 2 down. Fly ball. Center field, Jose Ayala back, and that's over top of Jose in center. And it hops over the fence for an automatic double.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
Ryan Dauphiny was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Now we'll dig in with runners on at second and third, 2 away. Ryan Dauphiny with the sun setting in the western sky. We're again at that situation where you can see the clubhouse shadow between the pitcher's mound and the batter's box. I've been told by hitters in this park that can make balls a little bit more difficult to see. 1-1 the count now.
Bring it back to the souvenir booth. You get the Looney.
Longest night of the year, actually, June 21st, summer solstice. Dauphiny, Oppo, trouble. 2 are going to score here. And an RBI double that cashes in too as Ryan Dauphiny leisurely gets to second base and does the Beaver chewing double celebration as his squad from the Opportunity City goes up 11.
Beer batter, the third baseman, number 6, Trevor Dale.
Trevor Dale, who's got a 3-run home run this game. The 1-1. Swinging strike with 2 out and a runner on at second. Crooked number on the board for the Beavers. Ryan Dauphiny with an RBI double that cashed in 2. The 1-2 pitch. That's popped up. No one's going to be able to make a play on it. Fouled out of the confines of Mitchell Field. The 1-2. Fastball up and out. Deuce is wild now. Deuce is wild. Strike 3, got him. One is left stranded, but the Beavers touch up the 57s to the tune of 2 more runs. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. It's 11-0 heading to the bottom of the third here on Flow Sports. Trig Mapes leading off for the 57s here in the bottom of the third inning. 9-1-2 due up for Swift. Mapes, the native of Great Falls, Canada, working a 1-1 count here against Ryan Meyer, the starting pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers, who's gone 2 innings, allowing 2 hits. Make it 3 as Mapes singles into center field. Top of the order, and Silas Hilton now. 11-0, the Weyburn Beavers lead here in the bottom of the third inning. 57s, we know that they're capable of offense, and if they get a break here and there, like that passed ball that went through Gurney, they can chip away here. Swift Current 24 hours ago putting up 15 runs against the Moose Jaw Miller Express at Rosswells Park, so Swift had a 10-run inning last night, I believe. So they do have some offensive capability, but now the second time through the order against Ryan Meyer, who allowed 3 hits the first time through. Silas fouls that back. Dun, dun, dun. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. 57's looking to get on the board here. And yeah, start nibbling away at that big lead. Two. Strike 3 as Silas, 2 strikes against him.
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the first baseman, number 32, Gus Kane.
Gus Kane from Buda, Texas. 0 for 1, striking out the last time he faced Meyer. Got your Trig Mapes at second base here. 1-0 count to Gus. Wilmer Enriquez on deck. Kane fouls that along the ground into the Weyburn dugout. The 1-1. Kane. Ground ball. Oh, and that one just zigzagging on Mayencourt. And Trig Mapes being sent home, and the 57s are on the board. The Gus Bus delivers an RBI single. Mapes scores 11-1.
Now batting, sponsored by Signal Rewards. The third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Rodriguez.
Mayencourt read it off the bat head maybe a little bit incorrectly there, as he was moving to his right, and that ball took a sharp left on him. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little back-to-back action. Oh, hurry back, Gus. There we go. So Wilmer Enriquez and Gus Kane with back-to-back ground ball singles. And that'll set the table for Jose Ayala, who's 1 for 1 this game, hitting .271 on the year. 1 away. Sun setting in the western sky. Jose Ayala make it a trifecta of singles, as Gus Kane being sent home. Ayala stands up at second. And it's 11-2 as Jose hammers home Gus.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current, the designated hitter, number 13, Braxton Vale.
And Braxton Vale to take a turn now. Second time through the order, being productive for the 57s here. Pueblo, Colorado's Braxton Vale. Meyer, curveball that stays at about eye level to Vale. 1-0 count. 1 down. A couple in scoring position. Curveball. Good take from Vale. Two-0 count with Luis Ayala on deck. Jose at second base, his twin brother, with an RBI moments ago, as Vale chops that foul. Two and one the count. Fastball in, good take from Braxton. All right, here we go, 3-1. Hitters count with 1 down and a couple in scoring position to a 300 hitter. Check swing. No, he didn't. Yeah, Ron Shuchuk, veteran umpire at third, confirms no, he didn't. And the base is loaded for Luis Ayala.
Now batting. Sponsored by Tourism Saskatchewan, the catcher, number 8, Luis Ayala.
Well, Ayala to the plate now with 1 down, 3 on. And this particular Ayala, Luis, team's best batting average, hitting at .400. 1-0 count. And Robert Gurney wants to have a chat with Meyer here, perhaps crossed up on the signals there, and just make sure they're on the same page with a base runner on the 6 of the starting pitcher from Phoenix, Arizona. There's a shot by Ayala. Hit deep, hit back. Back. And it's an automatic double for Ayala. as two come in to score. Luis Ayala with one swing of the bat cashes in a couple, and it's now 11-4.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair.
One hopper over the wall in right field. Fastball up. Adair, chopped foul down the first base side. Adair, oh, that one through Gurney, and galloping home is Braxton Vale. And the athletically inclined son of Pueblo, Colorado, scores the 57's fifth run of this third inning. Two and one pitch chopped off the plate by Adair. Luis Ayala moving to third base on that passed ball. 2-2 the count to Rydell Adair, who had a grand slam home run in Moose Jaw last night. Rydell. Hard hit foul ball continues to scrap here. Two-two. Breaking ball. Popped up. Could be playable. Chasing that down in foul territory is Dale, not able to get a fine beat on it in time. Adair. Curveball gets him, strike three. As Donovan Borg will head to the plate. Nothing in one, the count to Borg. Luis Ayala. Oh, swing and strike. The 0-2. High heat gets Donovan Borg. Luis Ayala is left stranded. However, the 57s make a little hay. 5 runs on 5 hits, no Beaver errors, and just Luis Ayala left on base. A 5-run bottom of the third for the 57s has the score 11-5, heading to the top of the fourth here on Flow Sports. Swift Current and Weyburn.
5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 1 Energy Services, a market leader in providing service rigs to the oil and natural gas sectors and proudly serving Weyburn area since 1996. Leading off for the Weyburn Beavers, the second baseman, number 4, Alex Alva.
Alex Alva, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run batted in. Second baseman for Weyburn. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Luke Reeser continuing on the mound for the 57s. Reeser thus far, 2 innings of work, 5 hits. 3 earned runs on his watch. He's struck out 2 and walked 1. Reeser is pitching to Lewis Ayala. Gus Kane at first. Rydell Adair at second. Trig Mapes out of Great Falls, Montana at short. Wilmer Enriquez at third. In the outfield, Silas Hilton, Jose Ayala, and Donovan Borg. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the play-by-play action here from Mitchell Field and Swift Current. Swinging strike as Alva broke the plane. 2-2. Alva, Tanabe, Gurney on the docket here for the 57s as Reeser catches him looking. Alva does not agree with that assessment.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Zach Tanabe.
So Zach Tanabe, 0 for 1 with a run batted in. Gotta say, and I'm not just saying this because they're leading the team that I'm a homer for by 5 runs, but Weyburn, better than their record would indicate, as Tanabe singles in the 5-6 gap.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
Weyburn 6-12 coming into tonight. Three and a half back of the Moose Jaw Miller Express for the final playoff spot in the WCBL East. Yeah, don't sleep on these Beavers. Robert Gurney, foul ball down the third base side. Chet McDaniel on deck. Everyone in Weyburn's lineup has at least a hit except for Robert Gurney, who's still been productive offensively. He's wore 1 and scored. 0-2, the count to the Beavers catcher. Lefty on righty. Sun setting in the western sky. Strike 3, Reeser has a couple strikeouts this inning.
Another Anderson & Company Law Firm strikeout for Luke Reeser.
Robert Gurney with a quick look at the home plate umpire and a disapproving head shake. 2-0 count. Oh, there's that quick pickoff move to first. See if Weyburn's first base coach spends the next inning and a half complaining that should have been a balk. 2-0. Two and one the count now. Chet McDaniel, who's 2 for 2 with a run scored. One hopper into Ayala. 3 and 1 now. Hitters count on a guy who's 2 for 2. Heart of the order really paying the bills for the Beavers tonight. Mayencourt, Heck, and Dauphiny. A combined 7 hits between those 3 young men. McDaniel. Foul ball. Full count now with 2 away. The 3-2. Ground ball. Kicked by Enriquez. Well, it was kind of a kick save that kept it in the infield and held the runner at second. Top of the order now, and Brooks, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And are we going to have a pitching change here? Rudy Estrella. And, yeah, they're going to go to the righty here to go righty on righty with Brooks. Reeser, 2 1/3, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, struck out 4 and walked 1. And it looks like Shunta Faruya is going to come in to deal for the 57s here. This will be Shunta's 5th appearance. 7 innings of work.
Now pitching for the Swifter 57s, number 36.
22 hits, 13 earned runs. He's struck out 3 and walked 2. Does have a win on the year, and he'll look to lower a 16.71 earned run average. Back in the day, me and my buds driving up Central Avenue in Swift Current, just pumping this tune. Not a girl coming within 100 feet of us. Oh, those were the days. 3 dudes, expensive subwoofer, 0 game. All right, here we go. Shunta Furuya with a couple Beavers on base. First pitch, and Shunta deals a strike. It's the top of the order, and Noah Brooks, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Oh, nice curveball from Furuya. Didn't get the benefit of the doubt, though. The 1-1. Shunta goes back to that curveball, right down the middle. One and two now to the leadoff hitter for the Beavers, Noah Brooks, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored, a walk. He's also struck out. 1-2. Goes to the fastball, and Luis Ayala does a good job of keeping that in front of him. Deuce is wild now. The 2-2. Shunta goes back to that curveball, and it's just a bit down. Full count. 3-2. Fastball. Oh, and just took a funny hop over top of Enriquez, and one comes in to score. Right along the chalk line down the third base side. And Brooks has an RBI single.
Now batting the first baseman, number 7, Braden Maincourt.
As with 2 out, he cashes in Tanabe. And the Beavers go up 12-5. Braden Mayencourt, who's 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and a run batted in. Fastball, swinging strike. And that one fouled off of Ayala, who is in a bad way. I'm not sure where that got him, but Lewis is going to need a moment. Ayala, who's tougher than a 57's board member, digs back in there. Fastball up and out. Nope. Hops away from Jose. Oh, the tag, though. Oh, I thought they had him. Ayala to Furuya, but just underneath the tag was McDaniel. 2-1. Ground ball. Mapes. Fastball at about eye level to Trig Mapes. 1 hit, 1 run. Second at bat of the game for Trig. And Mapes walked in 4. Will take his base. And is the top of the order for Swift and Silas Hilton. Silas 1 for 2, striking out in one of those previous at-plate endeavors. Gus Kane on deck. 13-5, the Weyburn Beavers lead it. After tonight, 57s will play in Weyburn tomorrow, 2:05 at Tom Lang Park. And then they do the Alberta swing with games against Fort McMurray, Energy City, and Sylvan Lake. They will not be back in Swift until a Canada Day matchup with the Moose Jaw Miller Express, 5-4. And nope, not quite able to get the 3 on that as the Weyburn Beavers attempt a double play. Silas Hilton will reach via the fielder's choice. Trig Mapes out at second. Or July 2nd, pardon me, the 57's next home game. Yeah, we're not getting a Canada Day game here. Yeah, July 1st in Moose Jaw. July 2nd will be the next home game after tonight. Yeah, Canada Day in Swift. Sure, Rye. And Kane is saying that hit him in the foot. Tyler Murphy is saying no. Rudy Estrella is coming in to further discuss the situation. Well, seeing as how that pitch did not hit Kane in the foot and will be ruled a passed ball, Silas at second base. However, the umpires are going to have a chat here. Tyler Murphy asking for a little bit of help from Ron Shuchuk. And, yep, it hit him.
Now batting, sponsored by Seeker Rewards, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Henriquez.
So 1 out, and Kane hit by a pitch. Now Wilmer Enriquez, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. 340 average on the year. 57s, again, trying to take a bite into that lead. Ground ball. And they get the force at third. Enriquez will reach via the fielder's choice. Six-5 put out. Getting the lead runner at third. And now Jose Ayala, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. So Jose's having a decent night tonight. Fastball between the letters and the eyes of Jose Ayala. Two-0 count. Meyer pitching to Gurney. Mayencourt at first. Alva at second. Tanabe at short. Dale at third. One hopper into the chest protector of the catcher. And a bag for the 57s as Gus Kane, the Gus bus, stops at third. 3-0. And a ball four to load the bases. Braxton Vale now with 2 outs, and here comes Cam Williams, the coach of the Beavers. And we may see a pitching change here. "81 pitches for Meyer thus far. And it looks like he'll stay in. Weyburn is prepping some personnel in their bullpen. They're queuing up a righty, Ethan Webster.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current, the designated hitter, number 13, Braxton Vale.
So Braxton Vale with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ryan Meyer, starting pitcher for the Beavers, just over 80 pitches. 3 on. Vale thought about it. Fastball up, 2-0. That's 3-0 count. And Braxton Vale walked in 4. And that'll bring in Gus Kane and narrow the deficit to 7 as the 57s get their 6th run of the ball game on the board. And Luis Ayala now, who's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs batted in. And he's got the opportunity for a couple more here with 2 outs. Lewis has knocked in 2. That'll bounce over the head of the catcher. And in to score is Wilmer Enriquez. 1-0 count, empty bag at first. And another one hopper into the gear of Gurney. 88th pitch thrown by Meyer. And with the amount of one hoppers here, and that offering off the chain, 3-0 count now. Ball 4 off the plate, and that'll load the bases. And I wouldn't be shocked if we see Ethan Webster, and yep, here comes Cam Williams out of the Weyburn dugout. Bases loaded. For affordable real estate.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair.
Shout out to everyone smart enough to buy years ago. Rydell Adair steps in now, 13-7 the score. Webster trying to take care of business here and stop this 57's offensive incursion here. They've put up 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th here, 5 runs in the 3rd, so Swift finding some offense as Ethan Webster is going to try and slow down their momentum. Rydell Adair. Rydell 0 for 2 this game, striking out once. Had 6 runs batted in yesterday against the Moose Jaw Miller Express, including a grand slam home run. Robert Gurney wanted to make a snap throw to first base, and not thrilled that Rydell was in his way. Not too broken up about it, but 1-1 the count with 2 down. Ground ball. And that's up the middle. 1 comes in to score. Here comes Braxton Vale to add a 2nd run. Jose Ayala and Braxton Vale touch home plate. And the 57s now have 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 13-9.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Donovan Borg.
One 0 count to Borg. Runners on first and second. Webster. Fastball, about 6 inches off the plate. 2-0 count. Borg is 0 for 2. Oh, oppo shot. However, right where Ryan Dauphiny is standing, and that'll do it. 57s, though. 4 runs on 1 hit, no Beaver errors, and a couple left on. It is now 13-9. Can Swift Current slow the potent Beaver offense? We'll find out in the top of the 5th right after this. All right, 13-9. Swing and strike induced by Shunta Furuya. Heck, Dauphiny, Dale, 3-4-5 in Weyburn's lineup. 13-9, 57's trailing by a field goal and a rouge. Chopped into the backstop. Ian Heck 3 for 3 with 3 runs batted in and 3 RBI, or pardon me, and 3 runs scored. An RBI is a run batted in genius. 2-2. Strike 3, got him. Shunta sits him down.
Number 15, Ryan Goffney.
Curveball from Shunta just misses inside to Dauphiny. Dauphiny with 3 runs batted in, 2 hits and a run scored. Curveball from Furuya off the chain there. Fastball. Belt level, cross the plate, 2-1. Popped up. Trig Mapes has a fine beat on it and makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting the full line Beer batter, the third baseman, number 6, Trevor Dale.
Trevor Dale has a hit and a run scored in a couple at bats. 3 RBI as well. Had that 3-run home run in the first inning. Fastball. Curveball from Shunta, called strike 2. (13-9) in the top of the 5th. And strike 3 gets him as the Weyburn Beavers 3 up, 3 down. Shunta Furuya strikes out a couple. And the bottom of the 5th coming up. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 13-9er.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Leading off for the Swift Curve 57's the shortstop, number 18, Trig Mapes.
Trig Mapes, his first time facing Ethan Webster. First meeting of the season, 57s and the Weyburn Beavers. 13-9 the score here. Webster off the plate. Righty on righty matchup here. 1-1 the count. Trigg 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Two and two the count. 2-1 fastball. Catches the outside part of the plate in this righty on righty matchup. Fastball above the belt. Full count now to Mapes. Chop foul. Good defensive swing by Mapes. The 3-2. Fastball right down the middle, and Mapes, something he can drive. Oh, and a diving catch attempt by McDaniel in center. No water in the pool. Keep going, Trigg. Keep going. Keep going. And it's a triple for Trigg.
Now batting, sponsored by ACT Swift, the left fielder, number 25, Silas Hilton.
Well, Chet McDaniel all in on a line drive to shallow center. And, yeah, past him all the way to the wall. And Mapes gallops to third. Silas Hilton, who's 1 for 3. One-0 count to Silas. Fastball across the plate, 1-1. Oh, nice pitch from Webster. Hilton sitting on fastball, and he got dealt the slippery wizard. The 1-2. And Hilton, smart not to chase low and away in this righty-on-righty matchup. 2-2 the count now. Mapes with a leadoff triple. Can the 57s bring him home and hit double digits? 13-9 the score. Three-two. Silas jammed. Foul ball. That's a foul ball from Hilton. Pitch number 8. And Hilton hit to short. Tanabe, oh, knocked it down, but not able to pick it up and make that throw in time. A run comes in to score as Silas Hilton knocks in Trigg Mapes. And the deficit for the 57s is now 3. So Swift Current at one point trailed by 11 in this contest. Now the deficit 3. Gus Kane to the plate with nobody out and Silas Hilton on. Silas in motion. The hit and run was on, but fouled off by Kane. 0-1. Oh, nice curveball from Webster. Just missed with it. 1-1. Kane fouls that off himself. And 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Kane. There's a base hit. And Silas Hilton chugs to third base. Single from Gus and a good jump by Hilton. Runners on the corners now. Nobody out. And once upon a time, the 57s trailed by 11 runs, and now the tying run represented by this young man at the plate, Wilmer Enriquez out of New Brunswick, New Jersey. Wilmer one back of the league lead in home runs. Jammed on that shot. However, he does line it into right field, and one comes in to score. RBI single from Wilmer. As Silas Hilton touches home plate, and now the deficit is just 2 for the 57s, and that is going to bring Cam Williams out of the Weyburn dugout. And he's going to try and calm down his starting pitcher, Ethan Webster, who's not happy with how things have gone over the past few pitches. Enriquez now 2 for 4. With an RBI. Jose Ayala is on deck.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the center fielder number 1, Jose Ayala.
Ayala. Foul ball straight back. Oh, Ayala tried to get that bunt down, but into the glove of Webster. Webster's got some anger in his step and some determination in his actions. He's given up a couple runs here, and the fiery competitor in him is coming out here. One down, Braxton Vale to the plate, 2 on. Weyburn prepping righty Connor Nip in their bullpen. Two-0 fastball as Vale takes 2-1 the count now. One away. Tying run represented by Wilmer Enriquez at first base. And Vale trying to give his team a 1-run lead with one swing of the bat. 2-2 the count now. Vale 0 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a pair of walks this game. He wants to contribute with the lumber, though, as he fouls that offering into the backstop. 2-2 now with 1 away. The 2-2. Oh! Vale! Hit deep, hit back, and with one swing of the bat, the 57s have a one-run lead. Braxton Vale! Whammo! And that'll make the score 14-13. Swift Current has wiped out an 11-run deficit and leads it in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, sponsored by Tourism Saskatchewan, the catcher, number 8, Luis Ayala.
And Luis Ayala will try and continue a 5-run 5th inning for the 57s. There's a foul ball into your living room. Oof. The 1-2. Ayala. Hit to right field, and Ryan Dauphiny makes the catch for out number 2. And now Rydell Adair, who's 1 for 3 with a couple RBI.
Number 9, Rydell Adair.
To Adair. Two and 1. Ground ball. Alva. And the 4-3 putout ends the 57's 5th inning rally. Well, that was an adventure. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 Beaver error. Nobody left on base after Braxton Vale hit a 3-run nuke to give Swift Current the lead. It is 13-14, favoring the 57s after 5 here on Flow Sports. Well, holy... Alex Alva leading off. Alva, Tanabe, and Gurney. It is a 14-13 57s lead here. Weyburn scoring the first 11 runs of this contest. 57s with a 3-run third, 4-run fourth, or 5-run third, 4-run fourth, 5-run fifth. Ground ball, Adair, 4-3 putout. Alva retired.
Now batting, the shortstop number 9, Zach Tanabe.
Zach Tanabe, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. "27 runs on 27 hits between these two teams. Shunta Furuya trying to calm the Beaver attack. He's worked 1.2 innings. He's allowed only 1 hit, striking out 2 of the 6 batters that he's faced. One and one. Connor Knipp continues to prep in the Weyburn bullpen. Shunta. Oh, nice curveball. High hopper. And that'll be a single up the middle. Base hit by Tanabe.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
Gurney 0 for 2 with a run scored. He's been hit by a pitch. Shunta. Pickoff move to first. Not his best. Leisurely throw to first. Bet you we see his best here pretty quick, though. Fastball. Right at the belt for strike 1. There it is. Oh. Dirtying up the uni is Tanabe to stay safe. Nice curveball from Furuya. That's me on the organ. Oh. Thought Shunta had that corner painted with that curveball, righty on righty, but the 1-2. Oh. The 1-2. Curveball. Just a bit off the plate. 2-2 count. Robert Gurney at the plate, number 8 hitter in Weyburn's batting order. Chet McDaniel, who's got 3 hits, number 9 hitter. Really contributing to Weyburn's offense, is on deck. 2-2. And Furuya trying to get Gurney to chase low and away. Full count here. Conventional wisdom would say fastball. I feel like Shunta might try that curveball here. Let's see. The 3-2. Yep, goes fastball in, and Gurney fouls that painfully off of himself. Pitch number 7 of Gurney's at bat coming up here. .34 pitches thrown by Shunta in relief. The 3-2. Almost 10 o'clock local time. This one got started about 35 minutes late, as rain delayed things here. Needed to do a little bit of work on the field. You can see some of the dark patches at the second base and shortstop area that needed a little extra attention to get this game going. 3-2. Well, a good at bat for Gurney. Fouled one off himself and ends up wearing one. Tough at bat, but he got on base.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2, Chet McDaniel.
Second time he's worn one tonight for his team and for the cause. Well, and after a brief exchange with Rudy Estrella and Tyler Murphy, Tyler wants to bring Ron and Zeke into this one here. From here, Gurney wearing that one looked pretty straightforward. If that is indeed what the discussion is about here. And Rudy and home plate umpire Tyler Murphy and crew chief Ron Schuchuk are going to have a convo here. Well, brief pause here. Changes nothing. One down here. A 1 count to McDaniel, the number 9 hitter. That's 3 for 3 with a couple runs scored. Runners on at first and second with only one away here. 0-2 the count. Shunta Furuya going right after McDaniel here. The 0-2. Chop foul. 1-2, the count remains. That was Faruya's 40th pitch of the game. The 1-2. Strike three, sits him down.
That's another Anderson & Company Law Firm strikeout for Shunta Faruya.
Noah Brooks now.
Fielder number 23, Noah Brooks.
Brooks 2 for 3 with a run scored. He's got a walk tonight, an RBI. Runners on at first and second with 2 away. This is the top of the 6th inning. The top of the 5th was the first time the 57s were able to keep Weyburn off the scoreboard for an inning. Can Shunta Faruya and the 57s put up back-to-back zeros against the Beavers here in this 14-13 game. Curveball. Fouled. 0-2 the count. Shunta pitching with confidence here. The 0-2. Faruya. Oh, he's a bad mother. Shunta your mouth. Faruya strikes him out and strands a couple. Brooks not agreeing with that assessment. Beavers held scoreless in the top of the 5th. Bottom of straight ahead. It's 14-13 Swift here on Flow Sports. A new pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers as Cam Williams deploys Connor Knipp, making his 2nd appearance of the year and his first. Let's just look up who that first was against. He went 2 innings as part of an 18-7 win over Energy City in Weyburn. He allowed 1 earned run, 1 hit, struck out 3 of the 8 that he faced. Connor Knipp out of Newburgh, Oregon, University of Jamestown, just finished his senior year. Good job, Connor. He comes on in relief of Ethan Webster. The native of White Rock, British Columbia, went 1 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. No strikeouts and no walks under Webster's watch. He faced 10. Donovan Borg leading off for the 57s. Borg, Mapes, Hilton, 8-9-1 due up here. Bottom of the 6th inning, and Donovan Borg puts lumber to baseball. That could be trouble. Diving for it in left field, but no water in the pool, and a single for Borg. Noah Brooks tried his darndest. Good job by McDaniel to cover and limit Borg to just a single on that well-hit ball. The number 8 hitter in the 57's batting order is on. And now Trig Mapes. How about the game for Mapes in the number 9 spot in the batting order? Walked once, has a pair of hits, and has scored twice. So Mapes has been successful in all of his at-plate endeavors, and he gets that bunt down. Sack bunt, advancing Borg into scoring position. Gotta love the small ball. So Mapes, couple hits, walk, gets that bunt down. It's a good game in the batter's box for the native of Great Falls. Top of the order now, as Silas Hilton digs in for his 5th at bat of the game, and he almost wears one from Connor Knipp, the right-hander. Hilton 1 for 4 with a run scored. 1 out, and Borg at second base. Nice breaking ball from Knipp. Oh, heads up, heads up. Ball not flawlessly returned to the pitcher. Popped up by Hilton. Oh, listen. That's right in front of us here.
Kids, that's a Blues Automotive Group foul ball. We're going to get that ball and bring it back to the merch booth to get a loony.
Coming in hot. The 1-2 to Silas. Ground ball. Oh, kicked at third. And nobody covering third. Donovan Borg will scurry over. And Silas Hilton. A bit of a slow roller that skated through the infield. And Gus Kane, who's 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Runners on the corners here. Silas Hilton at first, who's 2 for 3 in the stolen base department. And a run's going to come in to score here. 57s with a little bit of insurance go up a couple. As that hopper towards Robert Gurney got away from him. In to score is Borg. Silas Hilton moves to second. And it's a 1-0 count to Gus Kane. (15-13) lead for the 57s. Bottom of the 6th. And 2-1 the count to Gus. Kane takes that 2-1 slider and belts it into right field. They'll pump the brakes on Silas with 1 away, and Wilmer Enriquez, who's hitting .346, due up.
Now batting, sponsored by Seeker Rewards, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Enriquez.
Enriquez, 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. 1 away here. Fastball down. Gus Kane will gallop to second base. Oh, and he's called out. Good throw from Gurney. Robert Gurney losing that in his feet, recovering, and right on target to erase Gus Kane from the equation. So Enriquez still with a runner at third to work with. Oh, and that's swatted into left field. And it's a home run, Wilmer Enriquez. Whammo to left field. And the 57s go up a field goal. And then some. A field goal and a rouge. It's 17-13. Wilmer Enriquez tying himself for the league lead in nukes. That's his 6th. Well, there you go. We got the league's 2 most proficient home run hitters in this game tonight. Trevor Dale for Weyburn and Wilmer Enriquez for Swift Current. 17-13. The 57s are working on 12 unanswered runs right now. And lead at 17-13. Oh, heads up, everybody. The 0-2. Passed ball. No runners on. The 1-2. Chop foul by Jose Ayala at the plate now. Jose 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored and an RBI. Who doesn't have a couple runs scored and an RBI tonight? Everyone's hit for the 57s. Ayala, ground ball. Tanabe, oh man, and he kicked it. And that'll bring Braxton Vale to the plate. Braxton with 4 runs batted in tonight, including a 3-run tank. The 1-2. Ooh, Braxton all in with that swing. Everybody in the starting lineup has a hit tonight except for Robert Gurney. And Gurney's worn a couple. He's been hit by pitches twice, so. Braxton Vale. And Ayala out at second. Stolen base. And Nip able to throw him out, but the 57s put up a field goal in the bottom of the 6th and now have a 17-13 lead on the Weyburn Beavers here on Flow Sports.
seventh inning is brought to you by the Brick and Swift Current, locally owned, nationally priced. The Brick, saving you more. Visit the main store or online. Leading off for number 7, Braden Mayencourt.
2-3-4 due up for Weyburn, who trails by 4. 57s with 12 unanswered runs to build a 17-13 lead here at Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Been doing this a long time. I cannot recall the last time, if ever, two teams have combined for 30 runs in this ballpark. Breaking ball from Shunta Faruya. It's a low-velocity ground ball to Gus Kane at first, who will get the unassisted put-out and erase Mayencourt, who was now 2 for 5 in this game. Ian Heck, who's got 3 hits and 3 runs batted in and has scored 3 times to take a turn now. $18 players between these two teams in the batting order, and only one doesn't have a hit, Robert Gurney, and we'll excuse him for that because he's worn 2, been hit twice by pitches. So he's got a valid excuse, 2 of them. 1-0, fastball, chop foul. Curveball. And that'll be a hit for Heck, his 4th of the ball game.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
2.2 innings of work for Shunta Faruya in relief. That's the 3rd hit that he's surrendered. He struck out 4, still hasn't walked anyone. Knock on wood as we say that. Ryan Dauphiny now to the plate. Breaking ball inside to the veteran Dauphiny, who's 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. The 1-0. Fastball down. And with a runner on, Luis Ayala wants to have a quick chat with Shunta Faruya. Couple of magnificent pelicans flying over. Dauphiny swats that offering foul. 2-1 the count now. Two and 1. Shunta evens the count out at 2-2, inducing that swinging strike from Dauphiny out in front of that off-speed pitch. Two and 2 with 1 away. Dauphiny fouls that into shallow right. Donovan Borg not able to get to it in time. Single in that Bermuda Triangle area over first.
Now batting, the full line at Beer batter, the third baseman, number 6, Trevor Dale.
Trevor Dale has a 3-run home run this game, 1 for 3 with a run scored. He struck out twice. One away with a couple on here. Top of the 7th inning, 17-13, the 57's lead here. Shunta Furua pitching to Luis Ayala, Gus Kane at first, Rydell Adair at second, Trig Mapes at short, Wilmer Enriquez at third, Hilton Ayala and Borg in the outfield, curveball missing inside, and it's a 1-0 count here at Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Saturday night action here, Swift against Weyburn. Currently 12 degrees Celsius. One-0 pitch. Ground ball. Potential for 2 here. 6-4. And nope, not quite able to get that to 3 in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Alex Alva.
Hey Siri, what is 12 Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's just under 54 degrees Fahrenheit for our American friends. It's chilly. Nice curveball from Furua. Runners on the corners here after Swift wasn't able to turn 2. This is Alex Alva at the plate, who is 1 for 3 with a run batted in. Fastball. Popped up. Could be playable for Enriquez. Oh, man. That ball twisting and turning. Oh, that's tough. Playable ball that gives Dale some extra life. Oof. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that comes back and bites you, right? So Dale giving another crack at it. Nothing in 2 the count here. 2 down. Runners on the corners. Shunta with the 0-2. Off the plate. The 1-2. Fouled back again. Shunta Furua, who's been a calming influence on the mound, just threw his 60th pitch of this game. Another 1-2, set to be dispatched by the native of Kanagawa, Japan. Ooh, crack of the bat, but right where Donovan Borg was standing. All right. Oh, I thought that drop ball in foul territory was going to come back and bite him. It does not. A couple are left stranded. For the 3rd inning in a row, Weyburn's not able to plate anyone. We will stretch with the 57s leading 17-13 here on Flow Sports.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current, the designated hitter, number 13, Braxton Vale.
Braxton Vale leading off for the 57s, who will go 5, 6, 7 in their batting order. Connor Knipp continuing on the mound for the Weyburn Beavers. 1-0 count to Vale, who is 1 for 2 with a couple walks, 4 runs batted in, including that 3-run home run. 2-0 count. Hitters count, fastball. 3-0 now. 57s with a 4-run lead. 17-13, 12 unanswered from the home team. Vale makes Knipp throw him a strike, and Knipp obliges. 3-1 count here. Still a hitter's count here. Vale hoping for something chubby, and, well, gets a fastball up and away. So a walk issued to the Colorado product. And now Lewis Ayala, who's 1 for 3 with a walk and a couple runs batted in. Rydell Adair on deck. .34 hits and 27 runs between these two teams. We've slowed down a little bit over the past few innings. One 0. One and one. Fastball up and in. 2-1 the count to Lewis Ayala. Lewis has consistently kept that batting average over 400, 404 coming into this at bat. Fastball inside, 3-1 count. Weyburn prepping Keaton Husband, a right-hander, in their bullpen. 3-1. Oh, Lewis just missing that one. Heads up. Full count to Lewis Ayala, who steps out of the batter's box and ponders what he might see with the full count here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 3-2. Lewis just missed on that 3-1. Fly ball hit deep. Could be trouble. Back. Goodbye, baseball. Lewis Ayala. Whammo. 2-run tank. And the 57s go up 6. Detonation forthcoming in 3, 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair.
And Rydell Adair with his swaggy walk-up music. 19-13, 57's lead out on the strength of now 14 unearned runs, or unresponded runs. Unanswered, that's the word I'm looking for. It's past this old man's bedtime here. "32 runs between these teams in a game that started about a half hour late. And Alva unable to make a play on that ground ball to second. And now Donovan Borg to the plate.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Donovan Borg.
'57's with 34 runs and counting over the last 24 hours. Found some offense. Breaking ball and a called strike to Borg. Runner checked at first. Rydell Adair. Trig Mapes on deck. Borg 1 for 4. Scored. Ground ball. Potential for 2 here. And Borg legs it out. Reaches on a fielder's choice. Weyburn close to connecting on a 6-4-3, but Borg just legging it out by a half step.
Now batting the shortstop, number 18, Trig Mapes.
And now Trig Mapes. Boom. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate and a called strike to Mapes. One and one. Swinging strike. Quick pickoff move by Connor Nip. Chop foul by Trig. 1 and 2. These two teams will do it all again tomorrow in Weyburn. 2:05 start from the venerable Tom Lang Park. Weyburn Lake Swift Current, their game day ran by an army of volunteers. Community run team. Afternoon games in Weyburn, historically not too high scoring. There's always exceptions, but I know in Weyburn they don't really have a hitter's eye in center field. At least they haven't since I've been there. And I think there's like a white shed beyond that, so not ideal for daytime hitting. So tomorrow's game should move a little bit faster. Runner in motion. It's ball 4 to Trig Mapes anyway. Top of the order now, and Silas Hilton, who's 2 for 5.
Sponsored by ACT Swift, the left fielder, number 25, Silas Hilton.
47th pitch of the game for Nip. Here's 48. 2-0 count to Hilton. Weyburn Beavers in their bullpen warming up Keaton Husband. To Silas. Bases loaded on the walk. Here comes Cam Williams, and will this be the end of Connor Nip's night? I know Keaton Husband has been prepping in the bullpen. Yep. Keaton Husband, this will be his 7th appearance of the year, all in relief. 9 innings of work, 15 hits, 13 earned runs, 6 strikeouts to 9 walks, ERA of 13. Right-handed pitcher. Local product for the Beavers. Just finished his freshman year at Minnesota West Community College. So the hometowner coming in with 1 down and the bases loaded. Our music guy's giving him a pretty badass song to warm up to here, giving him some Tragically Hip. (1913) the score here, favoring the 57s. Yeah, Swift Current has found some offense. 34 runs over the last 24 hours. Well, 27 hours, I guess, if you want to get technical.
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the first baseman, number 32, Gus Kane.
So Gus Kane with the bases loaded and 1 down. 57s with a 6-run lead, which you say up 6 in the bottom of the 7th. Any other game that would feel comfortable, but in the 1913 ball game, not so much. Although Shunta Furuya, 3 1/3 innings of work, has been calming on the mound. 3 1/3 for Shunta, 4 hits allowed, struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody, faced 15. Will Furuya be back out for the top of the 8th? As Gus Kane fouls that off. Oh. Not windy enough to keep the mosquitoes at bay. Got a few in here. There we go. I will display that one's corpse as a warning to others. 2-1. Breaking ball. Just missed. 3-1 count. Righty on lefty here. Ooh, Gus. Put some lumber to that baseball. Drills it foul. Full count, 1 down. Three-two. Curveball. And Gus sprays that oppo to bring 1 in. Oh, and bobbled in the outfield. They're going to force the Beavers to make a play, and 2 score. Gus Kane. His second and third RBI of this contest, and the 57s break 20. Now 21-13.
The third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Enriquez.
And now Wilmer Enriquez, who's 3 for 5 with 4 runs scored. Has a home run tonight. He's driven in 3. One 0. Enriquez, foul ball down the third base side. 1-1. Fastball up. '57's now with 16 unanswered runs in this 21-13 lead. Weyburn at one point led 11-0. Three and 1 count. Wilmer looking for something he can drive, but takes ball 4. To load the bases.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the center fielder, number 1, Jose Ayala.
Bases loaded. Fastball into Ayala. Hit deep. Hit back. Off the wall. 1 comes in to score. Here comes 2 and 3. Jose Ayala. A double that cashes in a trifecta of runs. And it's 24-13.
Sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current, the designated hitter, number 13, Braxton Vale.
Well, have you ever had this before? a team that trailed by 11 and led by 11 in the same game. I ain't never seen that. Breaking ball. Hit up in the air. And the catch is made by McDaniel in center field for the second out of what has been a 7-run seventh.
Saskatchewan, the catcher, number 8, Luis Ayala.
Luis Ayala. Ayala hit to the outfield. And that's a hit for Lewis. Another run will come in to score. As Luis Ayala cashes in twin brother Jose.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9, Adair.
And it's now 25-13 57s. Rydell Adair, ground ball. And the force out at second. So the 57s, 8 runs on 5 hits, 1 Beaver error, and 1 left on. 7 innings in the books. It's 25-13 Swift Current here on Flow Sports.
Now pitching for the Swift Current 57's number 43, Broderick Bornstein. And now catching for the 57's number 16, Juan Almonte.
Broderick Bornstein into pitch. This will be his 10th appearance of the year. Everything in relief. 17.2 innings of work, 20 hits, 16 strikeouts to 4 walks. He's 0-1 on the year with a 7.13 earned run average. Shunta Furuya, in a game with 38 combined runs, you don't think that maybe a pitcher should be your player of the game, but Shunta coming in, working 3 1/3, allowing only 4 hits, no runs on his watch, nothing earned, nothing doing, and he struck out 4 of the 15 batters that he faced. So Shunta came in and calmed down the Weyburn Beaver offense, and yeah, such a bizarre stat for this game. The Swift Current 57s have been both trailing and leading by 11 in this game. They currently lead 25-13. Weyburn had the first 11 runs in this contest. The 57s, let's see there, 9 and 11, yeah, 20 unanswered runs to take this 25-13 lead. Zach Tanabe leading off for the Beavers, who is 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Roderick Bornstein coming in to deal. 10th appearance of the year for Bornstein. Top of the 8th inning. In a game that started almost 3 hours and 20 minutes ago. And Juan Almonte wanting to have a quick chat here with Bornstein. Almonte into catch, by the way. I believe that's the only defensive substitution. Just quickly surveying the field here and relying on my ancient eyeballs. But, yeah. Yep, looks like it. Bornstein, 0-1. Jams him, and Almonte going hard after it. Well, Juan left it all out there. Fouled back by Tanabe, and Almonte chasing it hard towards the backstop. Nothing in 2 the count. Fly ball. Left field. Silas Hilton at the wall. Did he make that catch? Holy cow! Silas Hilton jumping over the wall and pulling it back onto the playing surface.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
A home run denied by Hilton. Oh! And Hilton checks Tanabe into Heartbreak Hotel. What a play by the left fielder. Allowed out. A home run denied. Call me nuts, but we're in the top of the 8th inning. 12-run lead in a 25-13 ball game. Is it safe? Your foot on the gas in this one. Bornstein induces a swinging strike. Robert Gurney. As discussed earlier, Gurney the only player in either team's starting 9 that doesn't have a hit, but he's been dotted twice, so. Everyone's got on base in some way, shape, or form tonight. Swinging strike. Count 1 and 2. Ground ball foul. The 1-2. Oh, trying to get Gurney to chase outside. That fastball had some movement on it from the hitter's perspective, going left to right. Good take there from Gurney. On a nice pitch from Broderick Bornstein. 2-2. Fly ball. Shallow right field. Donovan Borg, out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2, Chet McDaniel.
Chet McDaniel, 3 for 4 with a couple runs scored. Struck out tonight. Struck out once. 2 down, top of the 8th. Did he go? Yes, he did. The 1-1. Oh, right down the middle, no doubter for strike 2 in this exchange. The 1-2. Deuce is wild here. There. Strike 3. He struck him out. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 25-13. Swift leads it here on Flow Sports.
No runs, no hits, no 7.5. For the Weyburn Beavers, number 17, Brigham Cocotelo.
New pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers as Brigham Cocotelo comes in for his second appearance of the year. 1 inning of work, struck out 1 and walked 1 in his only appearance of the year. Native of Langley, BC, Cochise College, just finished his freshman year. He pitched against the Energy City Cactus Rats in a 7-2 loss in Weyburn on June 17th. He's got numerous at-bats this year, so position guy who is called upon to eat up innings by the looks of it. David Jinks into pinch hit for the 57s. Jinx hitting where Donovan Borg was in the lineup. Jinx, native of Georgia, still looking for his first hit of the year. 8 previous at-bats. Trig Mapes on deck, the shortstop. Two-0. David Jinks, big cut at a 3-0 fastball. (25-13) lead for the 57s here. And Cocotelo battling back to bring things to a full count here. Ground ball. Dale, 5-3 put out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 18, Trey Mapes.
Here comes Mapes. Trig 2 for 2. 3 runs. One 0 count. Big cut with Cruel Intentions to make the count 2-1. Makes Mapes with a dangerous cut at that 2-0 fastball. Full count to Mapes. Strike 3 gets him. Burgum Cocatello dealing heat.
Now batting, sponsored by
2 down in the bottom of the 8th.
number 25, Silas Hilton.
It's the summer solstice today, longest day of the year. Fitting that we would have our longest night at the ballpark in this 38-run war of attrition. Fouled back.
If you're still here, that's a Blues Automotive Group foul ball. Run to get that and bring it back to the merch booth to get a loony.
The 1-1. The 1-2 with 2 down. Hilton pops it up. Mayencourt, the first baseman, charges in for it. And that's the kind of night it's been.
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the first baseman, number 32, Gus Kane.
Towering fly ball lands right in front of the pitcher's mound. And now Gus Kane, who has 4 hits tonight and 4 runs scored, couple RBI. Ground ball, knocked down at first. And Kane put out. 1 is left stranded. Top of the 9th is coming up. Will 12 be enough? 57's lead at 25-13. Top of the 9th straight ahead here on Flow Sports.
pitching for the Swift Current 57s, number 31, Ethan Bailey.
Well, let's hand a Swift Current kid the mop here in the top of the ninth. 57s with a 12-run lead.
Ninth inning is brought to you by B&A Petroleum, proudly serving Southwest Saskatchewan with premium quality bulk fuels and lubricants for over 50 years.
Broderick Bornstein going an inning, striking out one. And in to pitch is Luke Malzewski. Swinging strike. Induced by Ethan Bailey, product of the Swift Current minor ball system. His first mound appearance in the WCBL. And Bailey, back-to-back fastballs inducing swinging strikes, nothing in two the count. Luke Malzewski out of Seattle, Washington. Fouls that into the backstop. '57s with 20 unanswered runs to get this 25-13 lead. Swift Current has both trailed and led by 11 tonight, and now lead by 12. Ethan Bailey in with ample run support to mop this one up. 1-2. Line drive. Just over the head of Rydell Adair. So leadoff guy Malzewski is on for the Beavers.
Now batting, pinch hitter number 19, Breaker Smith.
And all pinch hitters for the Beavers here by the looks of it. Ian Heck is on deck. He's a regular, but in to hit is Breaker Smith. Runner advancing to second base as that ball is past El Monte. Rally caps on for Weyburn. Smith out of Sturgis, Saskatchewan, a couple hits and 14 at-bats. Gus Kane, unassisted put out at first. Runner advances to third. There's one away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter number 12, Ian Heck.
Ian Heck with 4 hits in his 5 previous at-bats. 3 runs batted in and 3 runs scored. A little bit of a breeze, putting some life into the flags here at Mitchell Field. Swift Current 57s won't be at home after this until July 2nd. These two teams will meet up tomorrow at Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Afternoon game in Weyburn. I don't think there'll be 38 combined runs in that one. And then Swift on the road with games in Fort McMurray. They'll take on the Energy City Cactus Rats on that Alberta road swing, and also the Sylvan Lake Gulls. One and one the count here. Runner on at third. Malzewski. Well into foul territory as the pitch is delivered, as a good base runner is wont to do. Ryan Dauphiny on deck, the veteran. Ethan Bailey, right-handed pitcher from Swift Current. Oh, he dealt him the slippery wizard. And strike 3 on the slider. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
Well, we've been here around 3 hours, 40 minutes. Ground ball. Adair. Not quite able to make that throw in time, and Malzewski comes in to score. So the Beavers get their 14th run of the evening, and their first since the 4th inning. And now Trevor Dale, who's 1 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Hit his 6th home run of the season earlier. A 3-run shot to account for those 3 RBI. Dale and the 57's Wilmer Enriquez, now the 2 top home run hitters in the WCBL, as each of them have hit their 6th tonight. Second baseman Alex Alva on deck. Swing and strike. One and one the count here with 2 away. One and two. Can Ethan Bailey put a exclamation mark on this wild war of attrition between the Weyburn Beavers and the 57s? Crowd trying to clap them out here. They're trying to clap Dale out. Strike 3 takes care of business. Well, what more can you say? 39 runs between the 2 teams tonight. I got nothing. We're just going to go to crowd noise here.
Fans are playing the game for tonight, going 3 for 5 with 5 RBI in the home run. Number 8, Luis Sayala. Here are the numbers tonight, and there are a lot of them. For the Swifter 57s, 25 runs, 22 hits, no errors, 7 runners left on base. For the Weyburn Beavers, 14 runs, 20 hits, 3 errors, and they left 9 runners on base. Winning pitcher tonight was Shunta Forduria, and the losing pitcher was Ethan Webster. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Fans, we thank you for coming to tonight's game and staying with us tonight on this longest day of the year. We made the most of it. We hope you get home safely, and our next home game will be on July 2nd, the 57s in a doubleheader with the Regina Red Sox. We'll see you then. First pitch, 6:05 for